game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied fourth quarter as it kicks away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And Allen's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Marr on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Ready. Let's go. Here we go. Sack.
To throw, Browning. And his throw here's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go. Alert! Easy, alert! Stay 50. Stay high!
A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams, 27 yards. And the Rams have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Under pressure, and down he goes. Aaron Donald able able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Browning.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nacua.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Rams are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Browning.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Browning.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off play action. Browning. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Browning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, 36 yards.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're...
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On first down, Stafford here.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think it's probably safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd and long. Browning. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down.
Under pressure, they got him again. Sam Hubbard in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Looking to throw. Browning. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now this throw caught left side. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing here, Stafford. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Play action, Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Browning. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Browning, throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. Touchdown! T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.